Good search terms are key when it comes to being able to search effectively. They determine the results you see and, perhaps more importantly, don't see. For example, if you want to search for publications about ecotourism in the US, you will find absolutely nothing if you just use the Dutch terms ecotourisme VS, but sustainable tourism US will reveal much more. This example shows how important it is to think carefully about search terms. In this, there are certain things to look out for. You've already seen that translating terms from Dutch can prove useful. If you're searching for English language information, make sure you use English language search terms. Synonyms are also important. In addition to tourism, you can also use ecotourism, and instead of US, you can of course also use USA, or for example, United States. Here are some more tips on thinking up search terms. Antonyms, for example, have the opposite meaning. So if you want to find something about the growth of tourism, decline can also be a useful search term. Variations in spelling can help. Organisation with an S or organisation with a Z. Finally, try using different parts of speech. Ecology is fine, but ecological is also possible. And you can also choose a different level of scale. Instead of US, you can try expanding it to North America, or narrowing it down to Montana. It's not always easy to think up search terms. The good news is that there are various tools you can use. Dictionaries, or the internet for example, or a website like thesaurus.com. Some databases have their own thesaurus or list of keywords. It's also useful to find a relevant introductory article and look for usable search terms in that. Finally, it's worth knowing how to devise smart search terms if what you're looking for is quite vague. What you need to do is divide the search question into different elements, the aspects of your question that must all occur in the search results. Imagine you are trying to answer the question, what developments have there been in digital learning in higher education in the Netherlands? The most important elements of the question here are digital learning, higher education, and the Netherlands. All of these elements must occur as words in the document or web page found. It's not always very useful to use a word like development, because many results will be about certain developments, but the word itself will not appear very often. The next step is to think of alternative search terms for each element of your question. In your search, for each element of the question, combine the synonyms by using uppercase or. To combine different question elements, use and. In some search engines, you put the or combination in brackets and use and. With Google, you miss out the brackets and use a space instead of and. Remember that good search terms are the secret to achieving good results. Focusing a little more on your search terms is bound to be worth the effort.